Good afternoon, and thank you for stepping into the Foul Playland. As always, I'm your Foul Player. God bless you. I wanted to make this video discussing the MLB's proposal to have the designated hitter for all teams um, when business resumes, hopefully in mid-June. As you guys may know, there's talks that the league tentatively is planning on resuming business mid-June, early July. There's going to be a small spring training, and then it's going to go into a compressed season starting in June, July. Having said that, there was a bunch of reshuffling with all teams, so there's not going to be the divisions that we're used to. It's going to be a set of divisions that are largely based around where a lot of these teams do their spring training. So there's going to be Florida teams, and there's going to be Arizona teams. So with that being said, a lot of these teams are American League teams mixed with National League teams in these new large divisions that are going to be um, competing against each other. So to make things even across the board, the MLB is going to run a designated hitter for all teams throughout this 2020 year in its compressed season. Um, I've always been against the DH. Um, didn't like it. I mean, but the thing of it is that I gotta accept it, and because the American League is not gonna come back from the DH to go to pitchers hitting again, and to make things fair, it's only right that the National League does adopt the designated hitter, because after 2020, like even though it's a compressed season, we're not gonna go back to pitchers hitting from here on out in 2021 and beyond. We're gonna stay with the DH across the board, and I think it's only fair. I think it gives jobs to people that normally wouldn't get jobs. Like in the National League, you can't really sign a bat off the bench type of guy. Like you gotta have your guys fill the roster with these kind of like super utility spots, rather than having a DH um, or a big slugger off the bench type. You gotta kind of like redo. You gotta do your rosters a lot differently than the American League. And when we get into the World Series as a National League team, a pitcher sort of got to get acclimated to pitching to the DH, where it matters the most. So we're always a step behind, and just roster construction in general too. It just seems like the American League has had the edge, like as far as their roster construction compared to the National League, and it's largely due to the DH. So I'm with it. I mean, it gives jobs to your Trumbos, your your Trumbo types, your Cespedeses, your you know, these guys that could stretch out their careers by having a DH. I know you could also give a spell and rest the player a day by putting him at the DH position and still have his bat in the lineup. So I'm with it. I mean, desperate times calls for desperate measures, and this is a good time to run with this idea of the designated hitter um, from here on out. I mean, it's sad to see it go. I mean, and as a Met fan, I mean, we have good hitting pitchers on the roster, like DeGrom and Mats. They're decent with the bat. Wheeler used to be okay when he was on the team too. But I guess I greedily rather have that weapon competing with other National League teams. But you know, the DH could benefit the Mets too. I mean, and with Cespedes, I mean, maybe we don't got to put Cespedes to play outfield in the whole year, and we have that bat available to us all year round, which would be pretty dope. Hopefully, I mean, I just want to get the baseball year started personally. Coronavirus or not, sports is dead right now, and the Mets. I mean, we're gonna be competing in this really tough division of reshuffled teams, but I just want to see where we're at with all the young players, and I just want to see baseball in general. Let me know what you guys think. Are you cool with the DH or not? Like, with that, I'm out, and thank you for stepping to the Foul Playland. Peace.